Is that title meant to be a pun on the old song Strangers in the Night, or is this episode literally just about lasers in the night? Let's find out together. We open with a couple of young women in college. The blonde is an overachieving dreamer, and the redhead is horny and unfocused. I mean, my sample size of 1 says all redheads are like this in college, so that checks out. The blonde, Amber, is intrigued by a martial arts seminar hosted by G.I. Joe, but her friend, Sandy, is having none of it.
Not me. I'm going hunk hunting.
I'm with you, Sandy. But Amber's super into it, volunteering to spar with him and then surprising him by not completely getting her ass kicked. Seriously, she lands one good blow and he thinks she's Daniel freaking LaRusso. Then he asks her out and he's so seriously into her that he even puts on a shirt. A different shirt at each successive date, as a matter of fact. And get this, he falls asleep at the ballet and she falls asleep at a baseball game. Do you get it? I don't, because I think both of those things are boring. So this goes on for a month when Amber decides to take things to the next level by asking Quick Kick to help her join G.I. Joe.
So some Cobra can bash in your pretty face?
So, putting aside the blatant sexism, that's also a serious diss against Lady J, Scarlet, CoverGirl, and the unnamed computer tech wearing glasses from 2 episodes ago. Meanwhile, Gung Ho is on an island someplace, being chased by a Cobra dude with a laser whip. He punches a snake, but still manages to get captured. Apparently the laser whip is known as a laser lash, and I guess it's a new Cobra weapon of some kind? I mean, honestly, Cobra Commander wasn't going to top melting the Golden Gate Bridge with an orbital death ray, so why even try? Then there's a fire at a Joe facility, which Lady J fails to put out with her javelin spear thing. She's knocked unconscious and taken back to base, and I'm certain we're going to find out she was replaced by the Baroness later in the story, but for now I'll pretend I don't see that coming and act surprised when the reveal comes. Then a sexy lady ninja infiltrates Joe headquarters, and it's obviously Amber, but she's covered her pretty face to protect against bashing. Smart girl. Again, she asks if she can join the team, and Duke manages to let her down a little more easily than Quick Kick did. Also, he didn't do a terrible impression or a mangled movie quote while speaking to her. Did I mention that Quick Kick does that a lot? Because he does that. A lot. And it's nowhere near as cute as the show seems to think it is. Cobra Commander obtains the security code to slip his planes past the Joe's defenses, and I'm sure we're supposed to think it's Amber's fault, but it's clearly Lady J, and also this lady, working on one of the jets, just blurts it out with a civilian in the room, so she's not completely blameless either. During the attack, Lady J is the only one who manages to get into the air and fight off the Cobra planes, and then her aircraft goes down off camera. Huh, that's surely on the up and up and in no way suspicious. The spy is obviously Amber.
The spy is Amber.
See? Duke leads a super elite military force. He's a lot smarter than you or I. Dude's got this thing figured out. Quick Kick goes looking for her and discovers that she's taken it upon herself to go to Snake Island and clear her name, which is ridiculous because she's clearly guilty. Duke said so. Duke! So she makes it as far as the control room before she's discovered and captured. And this little reveal happens.
I work for Cobra.
What? Amber is thrown in jail with Gung Ho and the real Lady J, and karate chops the chains right off them with little or no regard for her pretty face. Then Cobra Commander reveals what he's been planning by carving his face into the moon! Okay, what I said before about him not being able to top the Golden Gate Bridge thing from last episode, I was totally wrong. This is some Chairface Chippendale stuff here. I mean, it doesn't really help them rule the world or inspire fear particularly. Mostly it's just the high-tech terrorist equivalent of painting Cobra rules someplace where everyone can see it. Destro apparently agrees with me and tells Cobra Commander as much as they're retreating from the escaped Joes.
Everyone is against me!
True genius is never appreciated in its time, man. The Joes apologize to Amber and offer to let her join the team, which she says she'd love to do when she finishes school. That should give her time to come up with a stupid costume and gimmick combo. I mean, look at these guys. I thought people in the military were supposed to wear uniforms. Not a single one of these people is wearing the same outfit.